Welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Jeremy. Today I'm going to be answering a question that I got on Tumblr, and this is a question about bottoming. Normally I would answer this question on Tumblr, but some reason I can't answer any messages. I will type it out, and then I'll press the answer button, and then it won't post. It'll just go back to being a normal message. So let's just get right into the question. I tried bottoming last night. It hurt, but it also felt like I had to poop. Is that normal? My question is, was this your first time bottoming? Because if it is in fact your first time bottoming, it does hurt the first time. If you've never done it before, you don't really know how to prepare for it. You don't really know how the guy is going to prepare you for it. So when it does happen, sometimes you tend to kind of tense up a lot. What's a good way to describe this? So when the guy is fucking you, you may not be totally ready for it because you don't know what to expect. So the first time it does hurt. If you have never tried it before and you are curious about doing it, kind of like the most important thing to know is that if you are going to do it, you should probably watch what you eat and not eat too much greasy or any kind of like dairy foods that are going to make you really gassy or have a lot of poop problems, because the guy's going near your butt. You don't want to have that problem with him. It's embarrassing. Basically, you just want to stay away from really heavy foods because it'll help you clean yourself out better. I'm just going to be blunt, so I'm sorry if it's gross, but I'm going to be blunt with you. You're going to want to take a dump right before you start cleaning up, and that's just to make sure that you get everything out. If you have any kind of tools, like any kind of douching materials, you'll want to use that. Otherwise, you know, taking a shower is fine. If you really want to be safe, because you know the guy is like really, really big and he's going to be hitting places that you will not be able to hit with just like cleaning your finger out inside, you'll want to use a douche. But if you've never had sex with the guy before and you've never seen his dick, you don't know how big he's gonna be, so it's probably best to just prepare for the worst case scenario, that he may be like that one person out of like 1,000 people that has a 12-inch penis and he's gonna like be pushing his dick through your throat. That's how far he's gonna be fucking you. I'm getting the image of like kebabs, you know, like when you put the stick all the way through. And then after you've gotten everything out, if you've douched, if that's something that you feel comfortable doing, if that is something that you would feel more comfortable if you had done, then you'll of course want to take a shower and make sure you clean yourself really well. If you can, try to stretch yourself out a little bit, and by that I mean take your fingers, probably your pinky, because that's going to be the smallest one, and try just putting it up into yourself and just kind of feeling around, see how it feels. And then go to your index finger, which is a little bigger, try doing your middle finger, which is a little bigger than that, and then just try to like slowly put 2 fingers in and try to just get yourself stretched out a little bit so you have an idea of how it's going to feel, things going up. Because if it's your first time bottoming, it's going to be a really weird experience that you've never felt before. Usually things come out. Nothing really ever goes up unless you've experimented with that before and have played with toys. The next thing is the actual act of it. Hopefully you have a good top who knows what they're doing. Not everybody enjoys being rimmed, which is having your ass eaten, but it is probably one of the best ways to make sure that there's plenty of lubrication going on down there, and to make sure that you have kind of that you're comfortable, you know? Hopefully they use a lot of spit, hopefully they use their fingers a lot and really help get you stretched out before they try to enter you. Hopefully you don't have an aggressive top who doesn't like to use lube and thinks that their penis is like that magical miracle penis that they're gonna just have enough pre-cum to help you glide freely onto their penis without any pain. Because those guys are assholes. If a guy ever tries to fuck you without lube, tell him to go piss off. Don't even let him put on his clothes. Just tell him to leave. Send him away. I've never seen a guy this big, but I'm sure that there's probably one out there. If your fingers can't touch, you're gonna be in some pain if he doesn't do it right. Also, be safe. Please use a condom. Even if you're in a monogamous relationship, it's still important to use condoms. It's still just wise to do it, especially if you're doing anal, because if something gets into your penis that is not supposed to be in there, it could get really infected, and that's gross. Nobody wants that for their life. So just make sure you're safe. Use lots of lube. Make sure to invest in a good bottle of lube if you don't have any. I'm pretty sure I made a lube review of something that I have tried before that I really liked. I would like to try some other stuff just to kind of like see how other products are in the world, but there's tons of reviews here on YouTube. Go ahead and look them up. It'll definitely help you. It'll save your life. And then if you're just jacking off on your own, or if you're playing with toys, it'd be good to have. Try to go for a good water base, because silicone base sometimes has adverse reactions with people. And take your time. Don't be a hungry dick pig that feels like you need to sit all the way down on top of it. Even if it's a smaller or an average sized penis, don't be too ambitious to get it all in. Take your time, enjoy it. The whole sensation of feeling like you're gonna poop, of course, that happens the very first time you ever do it, and if you take a long break between bottoming, it's gonna feel like that, just because, again, your body's not used to things going up, and so kind of like the natural reaction is to push it out, even though it wants to be in there. And then the most important thing is to just relax. Don't relax so much that you let out whatever you did not get out in your toilet adventures before you took your shower, because that is not fun and it's embarrassing. Most tops understand that it's not always going to be 100% clean. Anytime a top comes in and has sex with the bottom, they cannot get mad at you if it's a little messy when they pull out. If, of course, they pull out and it's like you went to the county fair and you bought a chocolate covered banana, that is fucking disgusting, and you are a gross bottom, and you need to not bottom anymore until you learn how to properly clean your asshole out. And this is so gross, and I'm so sorry. If it's just a little bit here and there, like, it's gonna happen. You know, it's like making out with somebody. Not everybody's gonna have super fresh breath all the time. They may brush their teeth right before they start kissing you, but you're probably not always going to have minty fresh breath. It's unrealistic to believe that that's a thing. Or if you're going down on somebody, that it's always gonna smell like they just got out of the shower. Sometimes things are spontaneous and you don't really get to prepare very well for that. Other times, you know that it's gonna happen, you can prepare, in which case, you know, like, things should be clean. But it's not always going to be 100% perfect, because that's just not how reality works. So if a guy gets mad at you because he pulls out and it's not 100% clean, and there's, like, a little mess, like, he can't be mad. That's stupid. He needs to try bottoming that. That is my answer to that question. I know it was a little much, but, I mean, that's how it is. That's life. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about whatever, you can message me on Tumblr and it'll be anonymous and no one will know that you asked me a weird question, or you can just answer it in one of the comments below and I'll try to make a video about it. I've been really, really bad about responding to comments and I'm so sorry. This is my attempt at moving forward and rectifying that situation. See you guys next time. Bing!